Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. It is another draw preview we're bringing you, and it is Kitzbühel and Atlanta. So we're on the clay courts first in Austria, and then over to America for some hard court tennis. About time we had some hard court action back, JG, isn't it?
Well, we've got the Olympics. Talking like we don't have that. I'm not sure why I'm lagging so much, but hopefully it can fix itself soon. We have just watched Alcaraz win his first title, 18 years old, 8 days older than when Rafa won his first title. The future looks very, very bright for him. He could be going on to big places now. I'm super enthused by his performance. It wasn't just a win. He won in fashion. He looked awesome. And yeah, he's going to be in this tournament as well. So potentially could be going for back-to-back titles, but I wouldn't want to get too carried away with it.
Yeah, mate, it's going to be exciting nonetheless to see if he manages to come out of that tournament and straight into another. We know the old adage that we say on the channel, never back someone when they just won a tournament. And I probably should have taken our own advice with Ashley Barty because she obviously won Wimbledon and then straight out in the Olympics. So maybe I'll take my own advice this time and not be going for some of these players who just won tournaments. But we'll wait and see, because obviously Casper Ruud, off the back of 2 tournament wins in a row now, could he make it 3?
Yeah, we've got some informed people. I think I'm just going to head off and come back in, but just let's get the previous winners on up to see.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah. Jump out and jump back in again. I'll take people through the previous winners in Kitzbühel. As you can see here, we spoke to Yannick Hanfmann on the podcast just after this, and he's talked us through that tournament, one of his best tournaments. He lost in the final to Miomir Kekmanovic, 6-4, 6-4. Just before that, obviously 2019, he had Dominic Thiem winning in his home country there, beating Ramos Vinolas and straight sets there in the final. Martin Klizan, a player who's sort of cropping up there, player that used to be more on the radar and still popping up again now into a few more of these tournaments, which is good to see. And Cole Schreiber there.
Well, he's a clay quarter. Klizan's a good clay quarter, but not really at this kind of level.
Yeah.
But yeah, very well for him to win that. Dominic Thiem, I remember when he won that, we was just doing the podcast, talking about it and stuff.
Yeah.
And we was raving about him. And then Hanfmann got to the final there, didn't he? And we spoke to him at depth about that final.
Yeah.
Bit disappointing for him, but he was having a great season. Dipped slightly, but still doing not too bad. I saw he pulled off some good results the other day as well.
Yeah, mate. I think he's definitely a good clay court player. Obviously, another person who played quite well in that tournament, I believe, was Marc-André Huesler as well.
Yeah.
I think he had a good run in that tournament. I think it's popular. It's high altitude. If you like playing at altitude, it's the tournament for you if you're a good clay court player. And some of these players on the tour, they do like that. So you just have to watch out. Look at those players. You see Philipp Kohlschreiber. He's been playing pretty well of late. Maybe he can make another run. As you can see, he's a 3-time finalist there and won it twice. So we'll have a look back. See Seppi, he's in there. Robin Haase has won it twice as well. And go all the way back there to the 2000s. It seems there's a lot of Argentinians like winning here. Spanish or Argentinian. So interesting stuff. We've got someone saying, who's that? We got Julian saying, hi, the guys, the brackets is a bit wrong. So check the PDFs of the official tournaments.
Oh, okay.
Just in case, I'm guessing some of the players that listed may be incorrect. Don't worry, we'll keep on top of that. No, it's not that.
It might be in the wrong order as well. So I will get it up and just cross-check each player. Yeah, that does happen sometimes.
Okay, no worries. I'll bring up the draw on Flash anyway, just so I can go through on there. Is there any qualifiers for this tournament that we need to know about, JG?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Because it's what I was about to do. So
Weird that. It's almost like we do it every time.
We had qualifiers. But wait, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong day. I think the qualifications happened today, and I believe it's the final stage. So in theory, we should know exactly where they are in the draw, but you can never really rely on that, if I'm honest. So yeah, I can see qualification. Taberna lost today. Bit of a shot against Golbis. We had Kovalick beat Mario Velella. Another one I'd probably say was a shot. Yep. You had Rosal lose to Neumeyer, probably another one. And Holger Rune beating Andre Martin. So the 4 qualifiers are Golbis, Kovalick, Neumeyer, and Rune.
That's impressive.
I'm shocked about Taberna losing to Golbis. That really took me out.
I mentioned it earlier on the end of the Tsitsipas match. We sort of flicked to that, and I saw he was a set down, which I was pretty shocked with, to be honest. Golbis, we know he's a bit of a veteran on the tour, and he managed to seal it. He was the big underdog, 4.5 in that matchup.
Yeah.
Got it done. He can still pull off the big results by the looks of it.
Looks good, though, for Mario Velella. Lucky loser. He still got into the draw. And Taberna also got into the draw for a lucky loser spot. So
nice.
A bit fortunate. I'm not sure if there's any more. I think it's just them two. Is there
just
any more
those
lucky
two,
losers?
yeah.
Just seems to be them ones. But let's start things off. We've got the number 1 seed, Casper Ruud, back again going for number 3 titles in a row.
Indeed, mate.
He's an incredible clay courter. I know we're talking about Alcaraz. Alcaraz is on that same trajectory for me to reach potentially a Casper Ruud in a few years' time. And then I believe he's got a little bit more firepower to really push on to the next few levels.
I agree.
But they're both really good clay courts. Who's to say Casper Ruud can't do it? I think he's only young anyway.
Yeah, mate, he is very young. Right, let me just bring up the bracket just so that we can actually go through it.
Have you not got it up?
No, not yet, mate.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was up when I was talking about it.
No, not yet. It is up now.
Cool.
There we go. So we've got, like you're saying, Casper Ruud at the top, and Velena Martinez Newcrest will be fighting it out to face Casper Ruud, the 2-tournament champion coming into this, and at least he gets a little rest. But is there chances that any of these players who have just won tournaments could pull out? I know I'm hearing Gasquet's pulled out, but then he pulled out, like Jake's saying here. Is it possible these are players who have been playing a lot of tennis recently? Yeah.
No doubt. I'm going to start things off. So I'm going to go Mario Velella Martinez to beat Newcrest. I'm then going to go Cuevas. And I'm going to go for Alcaraz. I'm not going to go for the wild card Erla. This is an interesting one because it looks like Alcaraz Ruud could be playing each other early doors.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go against Velella Martinez here. I'm going to favour the Austrian. Just going to go, just considering Velella Martinez just lost in straight sets in his qualifying match. Maybe, and Newcrest obviously did manage to qualify as well. So I'm going to go with that. Just
in theory, it was a nothing match, though.
Yeah.
Didn't mean anything. If he lost, he probably would have got a lucky loser.
He didn't know that, though, at the time. So I don't think we can base anything on that. I'm going to go. I would normally pick Velella Martinez, but just based upon that qualifying, I'm going to go against him. And I don't like to go against the home country people, but I am going to be doing it here. Alcaraz to beat Erla, and tough one. I'm going to go.
Do you know what I find funny? How you always call them people.
Who?
You go home country people, like they're not players.
Well, that means I can use it for women's and men's then.
Is that why you do it?
Well, mate, it's
you can say players for men and women as well.
It's grammatically correct still, in a way.
It's not wrong. I just love how you've always said it from the day one to now.
I think because I always go to say the home country men, but then I don't know that I always slip up and I say it when I'm talking about the women. So I say the home country. I should say
there's something
player.
in it, 100%, but you always call them people.
I always stop myself from saying men. That's why. But anyway,
I'm going. Sorry about that.
I'm going. It's all right. It's good to pick up on these little things, these little nuances. I'm going to go Mikael Ymer to beat Pablo Cuevas. I'm going to go Casper Ruud. I think to beat Newcrest, and I think Alcaraz Ruud is what we're going to be faced with here. A rematch of the Marbella match, I believe that they played not too long ago. I think it was a couple of months ago,
in which Alcaraz
beat him straight sets
comfortably as well.
Yes. Would it be the same Casper Ruud? He wasn't really at the races that day, but they have very contrasting styles.
Yeah.
Alcaraz, much more powerful, and Casper Ruud, as we know, he's just got all the top spin in the world on his side. I think he's slightly more consistent at the ATP level. I think Alcaraz is going to be pretty pumped up, though, after that win. I don't know about this arm. Does anybody know about the arm? Like, what's going on with his arm? Like, he's got this big strapping all the way down his arm. I don't know if that's actually an injury. Is it precautionary?
No, it's just, mate, he just got it. It's fine. It's not, doesn't seem anything too serious. Just
Okay.
a bit of support.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to be backing him then to beat Casper Ruud.
Well, do you know what I was going to do for this one? I was waiting for you to go first. I was going to pick whoever you didn't pick because I think it's.
enough.
I've never honestly seen a matchup which I view in my mind so 50-50 as this one.
Yeah,
It's just completely, I don't know, anyone's match. And I'm going to go, if you've gone for Alcaraz, I'll go for Casper Ruud.
That's maybe recency bias on the side there from their last match, but I don't think you can read too much into that one. I think Casper Ruud was caught cold there by a very, big fire in Alcaraz.
I think the only thing I could say is Casper Ruud gets an extra day's rest. He's got the bye first round.
Yeah, could help. Could help. Yeah, it really could. He's played a lot of tennis. He's played 2 full tournaments. Don't forget. Krajinovic is up next. He gets a bye. He'll be up against Thiago Seyboth-Wild, he'll be up against the winner of Seyboth-Wild, Carlos Taberner. That's a tough one.
I'm going to have Carlos Taberner. I'm going to have Holger Rune beating Travaglia. And this one kills me to say it, but I'm probably going to go Del Boni against Rinderknecht. I think Del Boni's just been so good on clay this season. He's won a lot of matches.
I'm a bit torn on this one, even though I absolutely love Taberner. I think I might be backing Seyboth-Wild to actually cause an upset here. It seems like it is an upset for me. He's lost his last 2 matches, Seyboth-Wild, but they've both been against Laszlo Djere, who's pretty good. So I'll let him off. Holger Rune, I'm going to have to beat Travaglia, and Del Boni's to beat Rinderknecht.
Yeah, you got Almina saying Rinderknecht Delbo is a bracket killer.
Oh, yeah, most certainly is.
Rinderknecht could... I don't want to get carried. I think Rinderknecht could actually win this whole section.
I think he has the ability.
So could Del Boni. So, yeah, it's a tough one. It's going to kill a lot of brackets, but I'm going to go with the experience.
I think it's safer, isn't it? Rinderknecht obviously beat Batista Agut in the last tournament, so keep that in mind.
Yeah,
he's beating some big names. I'm going to have Krajinovic beating Seyboth-Wild. This is a tough one for me. I think I'm actually going to have Holger Rune beating Del Bonis. And this is a real risk right now. Holger Rune going through here. And then
I'm going to go Krajinovic head in the section for me.
I might go big. I'm going to go Rune to head the section.
Okay.
This seems a bit dodgy already, this bracket. I'm not sure what's going on. It's late on a Sunday night again. We always seem to do it, don't we? Anyway, Laszlo Djere, and this is sort of the foe of a lot of these players in that last section. He's beaten most of them in the last tournaments. So I'm going to have Laszlo Djere to beat Altmaier.
I'm actually going to go Altmaier to cause the upset.
I'm
then going to go Cecchinato to beat Albot.
I'll go the same.
And I'm going to go Novak to beat Mega.
I see why you would go for that. He's Austrian. He's at home. I can see why you go for it. I'm not going to go for it, though. I'm going to go for Mega to beat him.
Okay. I'm then going to have Cecchinato beating Altmaier. And I'm going to have Ramos Vinolas beating Novak. And then Ramos Vinolas head in the section.
Well, I'm going to have Laszlo Djere beating Cecchinato, Ramos Vinolas beating Mega, and then Laszlo Djere head in the section.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do have very different this tournament.
Yeah,
it seems
so different. So, Joao Munar versus Josef Kovalick. I'm going to be going Munar on this, clay court specialist.
Yep.
Yuri Vesely against Golbis. I'm going to have Vesely in this one.
Golbis is just beaten Taberner, bear in mind.
I know, but I like Vesely on the clay. I think he can get it done.
I'll go on then. I'll go Golbis then.
Why not?
I'll take a punt on that. I'll go Munar to beat Golbis. I'm actually going to go for Pure to beat... Wait, didn't Pedro Martinez lose to Pure in the last tournament?
Let me have a quick check. I'm not sure off the top of my
It might
head.
not, I could have made that up.
You might have just made that up. Yeah, you did. They've never played.
Okay, so...
Pui on a 4-match losing streak currently. Martinez lost his last 2 to Mega and to Garin. So
I'll stick with Martinez then, I think.
Probably safe.
There's a very Spanish section here because you've got a Gut heading up the bottom. I'm actually going to have a Gut beating Pedro Martinez and Munar, and I will have him head in the section.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go. Who did he just lose to? I know, I just said it, that Batista Gut lost to Rinderneck, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a real tough one for me because Munar,
Munar could beat him.
He's on a 5-match losing streak at the moment. I can't take the risk. I'm already risked him going through 2 rounds. I think Kovalick could actually beat him now I've seen that. Oh, that's a right pain. Why did I have to just go and see that? I'm actually going to change it. I'm going Kovalick to beat Munar now. I'm going Kovalick beating Vesely. I have Batista a good head in though. Right,
so moving up to the top. My top semi-finals, Casper Ruud Krajinovic, and the bottom one, Ramos Vinolas Agut. So I've got a Spanish bottom and then a mixed top.
You've got a Spanish bottom. Is it nicely tanned?
It's a bit like Rafa's. Nice and perky.
Is it wedgie stuck in there? Anyway, I've got Alcaraz Rune, mate. It's a proper youngsters battle at the top for me. Which is crazy now. I think I'm going to be picking Carlos Alcaraz to beat him, which is mad. This is going a bit crazy for me now.
I'm going to have Casper Ruud.
I think it's wise. Laszlo Djere, Batista Agut. I think I'm going to have Laszlo Djere in my final.
It's quite tough, actually. I'm probably going to go for Agut.
Why not? Number 1 and 2. How exciting.
I've done a bet.
Boring, JG.
I don't like to do this either, but it's kind of just happened.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
It could have easily been Alcaraz Agut, but it's not.
I'm not going to hold it against you. Don't worry.
I think Agut for me was always going to be there, but the top one was just a bit of a punt.
It happens too often. So we got Laszlo Djere for me and Carlos Alcaraz in the final. That'd be actually a real decent final. I'd like to see that. Laszlo Djere has been playing well of late. Can he get past Altmaier in the first round? That's the question, mate. Altmaier's been playing great. He knocked Lajovic in straight sets.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to
go for 3 in a row then. Casper Ruud, 3 in a row.
I'm going for 2 in a row.
I think if he's fit enough and he's going to be playing, Casper Ruud could easily win another tournament. I think the draw is quite favourable for him. It's just if he can get through Alcaraz.
Yeah,
I know it's not easy to get through. I think that is going to be the bracket decider potentially. Alcaraz, Ruud.
I'm going Alcaraz. You can go Ruud, and then one of us hopefully will get the victory.
Yeah, fair enough. I like the sound of that.
Then we'll do the aces. Don't think there's going to be that many, and then the time.
No, aces. I'm actually going to go 3. I never go that left. I'm going to go for 3, and then match time. It can be quite long, but I'll probably go 90 minutes.
That's not that long. I've gone for a bit longer, just over 2 hours for me. If they go to 3 sets, not lucky loser. What's the dark horse? What's your dark horse then for this one? It's a bit hard to pick. I'm
glad you asked. So my dark horse. Go on then. Who am I going to pick?
Probably Rinderneck.
No.
All right.
My dark horse is Altmaier.
All right, fair enough.
I think he can beat Djere. I think he can beat Djere, and I hope he does because it just can kill your bracket off.
Oh mate, it'll be dead.
And potentially he could have a little run. Who's to say he can't beat a Cecchinato or Vinola or Ramos? It's tough, mate. Could Altmaier do something special here? It's possible. I'm going to go for him as my dark horse.
Nice. I'll go. Even though I've not even put him through, I'll go Rinderneck as my dark horse. I'm just waiting for the announcement that Alcaraz has pulled out probably just 10 seconds before the bracket closes. I can see it coming.
I could have the Rude could pull out.
Well, both
He's going
could.
for 3 in a row.
Both could pull out. That's just what I mean. Like, this brackets could be complete garbage. But oh, well, anyway.
Well, I think hopefully we'll have time. Hopefully they pull up before it starts the tournament.
Exactly.
I think they would. But anyway, I think that concludes the Kitzbühel draw. Let us know in the chat who your dark horse is and who you have winning. I'm quite happy with mine, I guess. I think it'll do. But now we're moving over to the hard courts, Ben.
Yes, we
Time
are
to
indeed.
change the screen.
Oh, yeah.
We're going over to the USA, I think. Is it USA?
Yes, it is.
It's in Georgia.
Atlanta.
Tournament was founded in 2010. And this is John Isner's wheelhouse.
It really
For those
is,
who don't know, John Isner absolutely loves this tournament. We can go back to 2010 when it started. He was a finalist, lost to Mardy Fish. The same thing happened the year after. You can see in tie breaks, it was very close. So he could have easily won there. 2012, he took the year off. Then he was back 2013,
Look at that
14, 15.
Look at the Anderson match, though.
Yeah.
6-7, 7-6.
3 tie breaks.
Mad.
And John is it's remarkable. He then won 3 times in a row. He then got to the final again against Kyrgios and lost in 2 tie breaks, 2 close ones. He then won the year after in two tie breaks. And then he won again against Ryan Harrison, back to back.
Ryan Harrison.
The craziest thing about this is there wasn't a tie break in that one.
I know. He really changed things up. But then Alex de Minaur, he wins with 1 tie break in his one, just in memory of John Isner.
And I want to know, guys, what happened in 2019? Because I know John Isner was in the draw, but I couldn't seem to find out where he went out. Who beat him in the 2019? Because I'm really fascinated. Who stopped John Isner in Atlanta?
Yeah, who stopped him getting to that?
Because it looks like one of the toughest things in the world to do. This is like Rafa at Roland Garros. John Isner at Atlanta is the same kind of vibe.
This is the Rafa of Atlanta.
This is his wheelhouse.
Raflanta. I don't know.
And I'm trying to see if he's in this one because you'd think he is, surely. He can't miss it, can he?
I don't know, mate. We're going to have to.
Mate, I don't think he's there.
Sad.
Oh no, there's no. Oh, there he is. He's there. John Isner is not. He's not going to miss this one. This is his pinnacle of the season.
Mate, he loves it. He can't get enough of Atlanta. Big John. Big John. Are we going to be getting the Big John button out? Is there going to be a Big John watch along? We will find out if he gets to the final, maybe.
Quite easily. And let's have a little look at some of the qualifiers.
Indeed.
Because the qualification, I'm just having a little look now.
They're not.
There's just so much tennis to try and find. Are they not on there yet?
They're not on the actual thing yet. No, it just says qualifier at the moment. But maybe
so
the
qualifiers are this. So we have Chris O'Connell, one of the qualifiers.
Come on, Chris.
Offner.
Come on, Chris.
Godjovic beat James Ward. Frattangallo beat Jason Jung. And Donskoy beat
Evgeny. Legend.
Mate, Frattangallo's there. That has excited me.
No, I bet.
I do like a bit of Frattangallo.
I know you do.
Shame we don't know where they are in the draw unless it's on here.
Is it actually? Yeah, I was going to say, have a look quickly at the. I'm not sure if. Yeah, they are in there.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, they're in the other bit, so we will be able to tell you. Fantastic. Right, I'll get these past winners off, and I'll get the bracket on. Bum, bum, bum. Oh,
yeah, Michael's saying it's more like Federer at Wimbledon. Yeah, that's true. It's not Atlanta's like Federer at Wimbledon.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we got Milos Raonic. He's going to be the number 1 seed here in Atlanta. Bet Big John's a bit disappointed about that.
But just one thing. In 2019, Isner lost to Opelka. Thanks for that, James, for bringing it up. And he lost in 3 tiebreakers to Opelka.
That doesn't
so
surprise
it
me.
wasn't even like he had a really bad time. He just come up against someone who does what he does to him a bit better on the day.
Mirror image at the other end of the court, firing serves at him.
Mate,
brilliant.
I'm having John Isner winning. I'm gonna just cut to the end. John Isner wins Atlanta.
Oh mate, I had it on the last tournament. It didn't serve me too well. I had Big John.
I don't know if he can this time, but let's see. Start from the top. We've got Raonic. He's the number 1 seed. There's some really good players in here, I must admit. Exciting draw.
This one
we've got
is
number 2 seed, Yannick Sinner.
Yes. I was going to say this person is not Gage Brymer. It's what's his full name? Trent Bride is going to be playing Brandon Nakashima. Trent Bride is 1,274th in the world. I've not heard much about this guy, to be honest. He is 21 years old. Last match he played was against Mokizuki, actually. And he lost in 3.
Okay,
so I'm not sure.
I'm going for Nakashima.
Yeah,
so
thought you might say that.
The next one, we've got the qualifier, and the qualifier is going to be Peter Gozovic against Query, but I'm going to go for the team US of A, which is Sam Query.
USA.
I'm going to have Jordan Thompson to beat Lloyd Harris.
I'm actually going to go Lloyd Harris on this one.
Okay, I'm going to go Thompson to beat Query, and I'm going to have Raonic head in the section. I don't know about Raonic, though. Like, where's he been? Has he been injured?
It's a good question, mate.
Like, what's Raonic been up to? I don't know if I trust him, to be fair.
It's a bit of a punt, really, isn't it? Because we're not really sure of what level. We know that he can definitely do well. His last time we saw him was in Miami when he lost to the eventual winner, Hubert Hurkacz, in 3 sets in the final set tiebreak. He beat Ugo Umbe, beat Jordan Thompson. That's the last time we saw him, though. Is he going to be ready? I don't think he is. I'm going to have Brandon Nakashima beating him.
Okay.
Nakashima's looked good lately. I've been impressed.
So who's heading the section for you?
So I'm going to have Sam Querrey beating Lloyd Harris. I'm actually going to have Brandon Nakashima head in this section.
Okay, nice. I can see it. Moving down, interesting section. This one, we've got Cam Norrie. He's the number 3 seed, just off the back of winning that tournament in, what was it, Mexico? Los Cabos?
Yes, Los Cabos.
And then we've got Kevin Anderson Kyrgios. Is Kyrgios there?
Well, yeah.
I'm going to just
believe
check.
So.
Yeah, there he is. Nick Kyrgios is back.
It says he is.
Mate,
is he there in body or mind or both?
I'm going to have Kyrgios beating Anderson. Go for it. I'm going to have Mackenzie McDonald beating Rusevori. I'm going to have Benoit Pair beating Uchiyama. Yeah,
I'm going Kyrgios, mate. I'm going to go Maki to beat Rusevori. That's a horrible one. Uchiyama versus Benoit Pair. That's a difficult one for me. I think Benoit Pair has the ability to beat him. Will he beat him? I'm going to go Uchiyama, I think.
Okay.
I'm going to go Maki to beat Uchiyama. Kyrgios Norrie, mate. That's a horrible one to have to pick.
They're good friends, Kyrgios and Norrie, as well.
Yeah.
Kyrgios been awarded the wild card. He could beat Norrie, man.
Yeah, mate. Definitely could be.
He won this tournament. He beat Big John. He's someone in 2016 who beat Big John in the final.
It's so tough, mate. So he has, if he's serving well.
I hate having Kyrgios in a bracket because you just don't know what to expect.
It's very true. And the thing is with him, he's played Cam Norrie twice and it's 1 apiece. And the last time they played, it was straight sets to Kyrgios in the ATP Cup, though. I'm going to shy towards Kyrgios, I think. I'm going Kyrgios. It's a bit mad. Cam Norrie's on a run, but I think Kyrgios is too powerful. And I'm going to have Kyrgios head in the section. Oh, my God, what am I doing?
Oh, my God. What are you doing? I'm going to have Kyrgios head in the section as well, though.
All right, nice. I like it. Let's jump into the same boat. We're going to sink together. Taylor Fritz versus a qualifier. Who is the qualifier? It's Evgeny Donskoy. I think Taylor Fritz beats him. Sorry, Evgeny.
Yep.
I don't want
to
disrespect you. Big Steve Johnson, mate. Up against Poprin. I've got to go Big Steve.
I'm going to go Poprin because I knew you'd go for Steve just to mix it up a bit.
Boo. Come on, Big Steve. Seppi, who's he playing?
Seppi's going to be playing Fratangalo. So that's sorted for me. Fratangalo wins.
Yes. I might go against you then. I'll go Seppi just to be different.
I'm going to have Pelka beating him.
Yes. Same.
Pelka Fritz. Good friends, both of them.
Yeah. I'm gonna have Fritz beating him.
Yeah, me too. I think he's going to do a number on him.
Yeah. Moving down then. Big John. There he is. He's up against JJ Wolf, though. Ooh, that's an interesting first round matchup. I like that.
It's a tough draw. It's a tough draw for John Isner. I'm looking here. He's in the section with Kudla and Sinner as well. And Jack Sock.
Yep.
I'm going to have Berankis, though, beating Sock. And then qualifier 4, I can confirm, is Chris O'Connell. So we're going to have 2 players of the podcast who we've had on. Chris O'Connell versus Kudla. Where's your alliances?
That's horrible, mate. This is horrible. Why are 2 podcast guests playing each other? I don't know who to go for. I mean, obviously, Dennis, he's just recently been playing so well. He unfortunately lost to Escobedo in the last tournament in Los Cabos. I'm going to have Berankis to beat Sock as well, I think. I'm going to have... Come on, make a decision. Chris O'Connell, Dennis Kudla. Chris O'Connell, Dennis Kudla.
Well, Amino's gone O'Connell.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same, mate. I'm just basing that off his qualifying. He's done well in qualifying. Sorry, Dennis.
Kudla.
Sorry, Dennis.
I'll leave it up then. I'll go Kudla. I'm going to have Sinner to beat Kudla. I'm going to have Isner beat Berankis. And then we've got Big John Sinner.
Yeah, I'm going the same, mate.
This is the bracket killer, and it has to be. It's his wheelhouse. It's John Isner's hometown. He loves it in Atlanta. He's ready for this.
Enough.
He lives for these moments. I'm going to go John Isner to head the section.
He just can't get enough in Atlanta, can he? He's been there so many times. He's never played Yannick Sinner before as well, so that's an even more interesting matchup. It's got to be, in it. Big John.
Mate, he's doing it. He's definitely doing
it. Love it, mate. Come on, Big John.
So let's go to the top. I've got Raonic Kyrgios. And at the bottom, I've got Fritz Isner.
Nakashima Kyrgios for me. I'm going to have Kyrgios, mate, going to the final, it looks like. Have I lost my mind?
I've got Nick Kyrgios in the final as well.
Are we going to have a repeat of the 2016 final, do you think?
Quite possibly, because we've got Taylor Fritz Isner here. I'm not sure what the head-to-head between the 2 of them is.
I can find out quickly if you want.
But them 2, they must have played many times before. I know John Isner's been the world #1 in the highest-ranked USA player for some time. Fritz has been on his towel, though.
This won't help you, though. They've played each other 4 times, and it's 2 apiece. So in the last 2 times they've played, though, Fritz has won. So maybe that will sway it.
Yeah, but not in Atlanta. So I reckon John Isner's making the final, and I'm going to have Kyrgios Isner.
It's got to be, isn't it? I think I'm going to go the same. Isner can't help himself, mate. It's his. This is his tournament. It's a repeat of the 2016 final. But what's going to happen in the final, JG?
It's going to be 3 tie breaks.
Is he going to claim his 6th Atlanta title, or is Kyrgios going to get his 2nd? That's the question I pose to you.
Wait, how many has he won already? 5?
He's 5 already, yeah.
John for 6. I'm telling you now. John's going to make number 6. I'm going to have him winning the whole thing.
Wow. I'm going to go Kyrgios. He played him in the final before and he beat him. Yeah. He does it again. So there we go. Kyrgios to win for me. Isner. Big John for JG.
Aces. I'm going to go for
20.
Yeah. I'm actually putting... Well, if you're doing 20, I'll have to put 19. So I can beat you.
Yeah, but you never know. If John wins, he might be more aces on the... I don't know. Kyrgios serves quite a fair few. Yeah. I reckon it'd be a quicker match, though. I'll go with 100 minutes.
100 minutes?
Yeah.
It's not long. But yeah, no, I'm quite happy with that. John Isner to win. Let us know in the chat, guys, who you have. We've got Martin there going, Sock sucks. Not a big fan of him. Almina's got Fritz Norrie. Can't decide. Ooh. Eddie going Vamos Kyrgios.
Nice.
But this is dark horse time. Coming to you first, Ben. Who's your dark horse for the tournament?
I think my dark horse, I'll have to stick with someone who's gone through quite far. I'm going to go Brandon Nakashima.
Okay. And my dark horse is going to be Nick Kyrgios.
Oh, yeah, he's a wild card. That's ridiculous.
So I'm going to have Kyrgios as my dark horse.
I like it, mate. I
It's
like
not a bad
it.
one to have. Who's your dark horse again?
Nakashima.
Okay. So a bit of a different approach there. But equally as
Definitely
good.
is. Make sure you save those brackets.
So we've got 11 hours for Kitzbühel, 20 hours for Atlanta. If you haven't joined our league, I've pinned it in the live chat. It's free to play. You can compete against me and Ben and everyone else in the GTL community. We've got over 300 people in the league. So it'll be great to have you in there. We can announce the results once the tournament's finished. I think for now, though, we're going to get on with our evenings, prepare for work tomorrow and some early morning streams in the Olympics. Hopefully, we'll be covering Djokovic early doors. Depends how the other schedulings go before. But if you haven't already, can you please like this video? It really helps us out. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow morning.
Indeed, guys. Have a
See
good
you then.
night's sleep.